Hi there everyone, I just decided to make a quick video of what is on my Nexus. This Nexus is the 8GB model that I ordered from the Google Play Store, and it took about 3 to 4 days to be delivered to Melbourne, Australia. So that's not too bad at all actually. Just turn on the screen. So the launcher that I'm using is ADW launcher. It's one of the older ones I think. However, I found that it actually worked the best in terms of screen orientation. So this is my tablet in a landscape orientation, and if I switched it to portrait, it doesn't really distort much of the home screen. The icons are still where they're supposed to be in terms of the wallpaper. The only issue I have really is the widgets. The widgets seem to sort of squish up a bit. So as you can see here, it looks like it's 146, but it's actually 1146. Other than that, it seems to perform fine. I had issues with Nova and Apex Launcher in terms of just changing the screen orientation, so I decided to go with ADW. However, if you want ADW Launcher, you have to buy the full version, as it seems that the free version does not work for tablets. The wallpaper switcher that I'm using, or the wallpaper app, is something called MultiPicture Live Wallpaper. It's a free app from the Google Play Store, and what it allows me to do is change the specific wallpapers for each screen. So this is screen number 1, that's the wallpaper, screen number 2, screen number 3, so on and so forth. It also allows me to make smooth transitions, so as you can see here I have the outside cube transition in between my wallpapers. And another neat feature is that it actually allows you to change the wallpaper of your lock screen. All this is free on the with the app, and it's MultiPicture Live Wallpaper, so definitely give that one a go. For my toggles widget, I'm using power toggles. And in terms of the icons, I'm using an app called Simple Text, and what it allows me to do is just change the icon from the normal pictures to a text, and I think that just looks a little bit cleaner with the whole Hub's UI. The idea of this layout, by the way, is something that I took from a few users on XDA developers, so all the credits go to them really. So moving on to apps and that sort of thing. So here I have Stickmount, and I think it's really important if you order the 8GB model that you have Stickmount. It is a root application, so you do need to root your device, but it allows you to use USB on the go cables, or USB OTG. Those cables are really cheap, they're about $2, and what you can do is directly plug in an external hard drive or your USB stick and use that as storage. Another great root app that I'm using is something called GMD Gesture Control, and as you can see, a 4-finger pinch will lead me to the home screen, and if I want to multitask, it's just a 4-finger swipe across the screen. What it also allows me to do is to get rid of the normal Nexus sort of bar at the bottom here. Also allows me to get rid of the notification bar up top. If I want those features back, all I need to do is a 3-finger swipe upwards, and here comes the bar. And my notification tray also returns. But what I like is just to get rid of that really, because I think it just sort of wastes a little bit of the screen real estate and just gives a nicer look. Here, these widgets that I'm using is something called Wizz Widgets. It's free on the Google Play Store. What I really like about this one is if I were to click on a day, it comes up with a list of all the events I have on that day without having to enter the calendar application, so it's something nice and quick. For my note taking, I use something called Evernote. It sort of links up to my computer and that sort of thing. For news, I use Flipboard. Google Currents. Magazines, I use an app called Zinio, and I've paid for a few subscriptions on there, so that's pretty good. Because I have an 8GB model, I don't really want to store any large video files and that sort of thing on it, so I stream content from my iMac using an app called Plex, and it's a pretty easy application. You just got to install it onto your Mac as well, and it allows you to access all your TV shows and your movies on this application. I think it's sort of crashed on me, so that's not really good. There we go. But other than that, it's worked fine. You can also stream your music content on there, but I've decided to only stick with my videos. And for games, I'm playing GTA 3 and Mayehm, so not a lot of games there. In terms of other applications that I've been using for textbooks, I use an application called Moonreader Plus. I really like this application. I recommend it. It's got a really nice interface, and it also allows me to access CHM files, which I don't think Aldico or the other ones do. And it also has really nice page transitions. I could change the theme to a night mode, and all in all, it's quite a smooth app. I really do like it. And I just store all my sort of textbooks locally, and that seems to work really well. So I'll just switch it back. And then for my Word documents, I use Kingsoft. This is free, and I really like it because it actually kind of looks like Microsoft Word in terms of UI. And because it's free, I think that's a big bonus, because a lot of the Office apps cost quite a lot on the Play Store, so that's a good option. For my handwritten notes, I use something called Freenote. I really like this app. The reason being is it has this really nice handwriting feature where if I want to continue with that word, I'd continue writing in that grey patch. If not, I write outside that grey area and it becomes a new word. So I really like it because it doesn't sort of auto scroll, and I find that really hard to write with because I'm a bit of a slow writer sometimes, so just to have that option is really nice. For PDF files, I use something called Easy PDF. It's really popular. It allows me to annotate and highlight books and that sort of thing. And that's pretty much it, I think. Those are the apps that I'm using on the Galaxy Nexus. Sorry, the Nexus 7, not the Galaxy Nexus. Tablet Talk is also another great app. I just can't open it because it has a few personal sort of information bits in it. But what it allows me to do is receive messages from my Galaxy Nexus onto my Nexus 7 tab. And I can also sort of compose and reply the messages on the tablet using my phone's network. So that's quite nice. I think there's also a call feature, but I haven't tried that out, so I'm not sure how that works. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope it's helped you in terms of choosing apps and that sort of thing, and giving you a few ideas. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thanks for watching.